Hey everyone, it's Mark here from Audiofab, and I'm excited to show you something really cool today, the Audiofab Easy Spin programming extension for Visual Studio Code. If you've been wanting to get into FV-1 DSP programming but found it intimidating, or you're already into it and wanted a better workflow, we think you're going to love this. We've developed a completely free and open source Visual Studio Code plugin that makes programming your Easy Spin pedal a breeze, and you can even use it to generate EEPROM images for your own FV-1 based pedal or programmer. If you go to our website, audiofab.com, you'll find the Easy Spin guitar pedal, a programmable guitar pedal based on the legendary Spin Semiconductor FV-1 chip. This little chip powers some of your favorite pedals, and with the Easy Spin, combined with the Audiofab USB programmer and this new software, you get to decide what effects it runs. The Easy Spin has 8 program slots and 3 assignable potentiometers, so you can load up to 8 different effects and switch between them on the fly. Want a reverb, a delay, a chorus, and a crazy modulated thing? Build them all and create your own customized effects unit. And the Easy Spin programming software gives you a super easy set of tools to do so. We've built these tools right into VS Code, the editor developers already know and love. And we didn't just make a basic assembler. We made an extension that provides full syntax highlighting, real-time assembly and error checking, a visual program bank editor to program all 8 slots of your Easy Spin pedal, direct programming using the Audiofab USB programmer, export to Intel Hex for use with other tools, and here's what makes things really interesting. We've also released an experimental block diagram programming tool that lets you create programs by dragging and connecting blocks similar to SpinCAD. No assembly required. Let's see it in action. Installing is super simple. Open VS Code. I've got a folder of existing spin files here. You can see they're just assembly files providing various effects for the FV-1. Let's install the Audiofab extension. Simply open the extensions view and search the marketplace for Audiofab. Select the extension and click Install. That's it. Now you've got a complete set of Easy Spin tools integrated right into VS Code. Now let's reopen that spin file and see what features we have. You can see now we have FV-1 syntax highlighting. Instruction, registers, comments, everything is color-coded and easy to read. Let's open a more complex spin file. You can also hover over any instruction, you get full documentation. Hover over a symbol and see its value instantly. There's also basic code navigation. Control-click a symbol to be taken to its definition in the file. And there's no assemble button. The extension is constantly assembling in the background, so errors show up immediately as you type. No more compile test debug cycles. You see problems right away in the problems view. And notice down here in the status bar, it's tracking your resource usage in real time. Instructions, registers, and memory usage are all shown here as the code evolves. Now let's talk about managing multiple programs for your Easy Spin pedal. This is where the bank editor comes in. If we take a look at the custom Audiofab view here, you can see we have a few quick commands available for you. One of these is the bank editor. The Easy Spin has 8 program slots, and this editor lets you manage all of them visually. You can drag spin or spin diagram files from your file editor right onto any slot. Just hold Shift and drop. You can mix and match assembly files and block diagrams. It doesn't matter. Each slot is independent, and you can create new files right from the bank editor itself. And when you're ready, click Program Bank, and boom, all 8 programs are compiled, assembled, and loaded onto your pedal in one shot. You can also export the entire bank to an Intel hex file if you want to use it with other tools or share it with friends. If you have the Audiofab USB programmer connected to your Easy Spin, which I have here, you can back up your pedal, program individual slots, or load an entire bank in seconds. Let's start by backing up the entire pedal before we start playing around, because I don't remember what's on here. This command saves all 8 programs to a hex file. Great for archiving your favorite patches before experimenting. Now you can quickly program individual slots right from the bank editor. Or when you open a spin file by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P, type in FV-1, assemble current file, and load to EEPROM. Now you can choose which slot you want it to go into. After you've programmed a slot or a bank of patches, reload the currently selected program by toggling the program selector. To demonstrate, let me reprogram this bank of programs we created. I click Program Bank, and all 5 active slots are programmed. Now I toggle the program selector to reload the program. We have passed through on Program 1. Nothing on Program 2. It's outputting zeros. We have a tone generator in Program 3. And a couple reverbs. Now for the really cool part, the block diagram editor. This is where you can get creative, because you don't need to know assembly code or how the FV-1 processes instructions. Instead of writing assembly, you drag blocks onto the canvas and connect them together. This is inspired by the phenomenal work done by the makers of SpinCAD. Block diagram programming brought to VS Code. We've got input and output blocks for audio, potentiometers, effects like delay and chorus, filters, mixers, reverbs, all organized into categories. Let's build a simple reverb. We need an input and an output, and we'll choose a spring reverb. When you click on a block, you see the parameters panel. You can adjust the parameters for an individual block, or you can wire up potentiometers to control parameters that accept CV inputs. Let's connect the input and the output to the spring reverb. Most parameters are controllable by potentiometers, so let's add some dynamic control. The block diagram editor does real-time validation. Try to connect incompatible ports and it will tell you why it won't work. And just like the assembly editor, this is generating your program and assembling it in real time as you work. Click View Assembly and you'll see the actual FV-1 code that gets generated. The extension even has a code optimizer that looks for opportunities to save instructions, which will continue to evolve over time. And just like with assembly files, you can program this directly into your pedal or add it to a program bank. The status bar also shows you your resource usage in real time. Instructions, registers, and memory usage are all updated in real time as you edit. This spring reverb happens to be too big, so we can reduce the number of instructions by turning off pot filtering or reducing the number of filters in the reverb itself. Now, even if you don't have an Easy Spin pedal, although we hope you'll buy one, you can still use this extension for your own development. Everything exports to a standard Intel hex format, which works with any FV-1 programmer or development board. It's completely compatible with the FV-1 ecosystem. And did I mention it's open source? The entire extension is on GitHub under the MIT license. If you want to add features, fix bugs, or learn how it works, it's all there. Contributions are welcome. So there you have it, the Audiofab Easy Spin VS Code extension. Whether you're a seasoned FV-1 programmer or just getting started, this makes the whole process so much more enjoyable. The extension is free in the VS Code marketplace, and the Easy Spin pedal is available at audiofab.com. Thanks for watching and happy programming. If you build something cool with this, please sure to let us know in the comments.